It's day 84. I have just got home from an awesome day. I was supposed to be meeting a new friend who I met online in November at the Wim Hof convention. I keep looking over here and I realised when I watched my video back the other day, it looks like I'm just being distracted. I know I've shown before, but this is where I have all my kind of like my vision board and everything, and all like my post-it notes and my things. So I've realized I've got to stop doing that. I've got to stay focused on you guys, or anyone watching, or even just for myself, for when I watch back, that I'm not kind of just keep glancing over there, which I've realized I do. But yeah, so I was supposed to be going to see Wim Hof in November. The event got cancelled. And I was going to I was going to be meeting a friend who I'd met through Instagram at the event first time. And then we decided when it all got cancelled, we were like, fuck it, well, let's just make plans. And she came up from Torquay way, up to see me. And it's been an amazing day. It's been so good. I am absolutely rinsed. Like, I just feel like a sponge. I'm like the driest ass sponge you've ever got. Like, the beginning of the week I was like this proper wet soppy sponge, and now I am dry. I am absolutely rinsed. Like, every ounce of energy has just been wrung out of me. But what an absolutely amazing day. Like, honestly, this human being she's just, yeah, she's definitely going to be a friend for life. So I'm so proud to call her a friend and to have her in my life. And I'm so lucky that our paths have crossed in this lifetime, because she is absolutely amazing. And we've had such a good day. We went to a museum, we walked around the harbour, we done a little bit of a graffiti tour, which was a bit of an anticlimax because some of the pieces that we went to visit had been painted over, or there's scaffolding up so you can't see them. And then we went and had tapas. And then what did we do? What did we do after that? We went and sat. Oh yeah, then we went and sat by the fountains, and we could see where because we went to M Shed, which is like a museum in Bristol, and we went up to the top floor onto the like the roofy bit, and was like, there wasn't any other people up there, like so we were kind of like, I think we maybe not supposed to be up here, but it was, yeah, it was cool. One of the doors to the outside of the building was open, so we went outside and just stood and was like looking over Bristol. Got some epic videos which I'm going to post on my personal Instagram. But yeah, it's just been, yeah, it's my heart is filled. And then as she was leaving, she lent me a book to read, and she gave me the most beautiful, absolutely beautiful rainbow jasper. I have wanted a jasper for so long, and I've always, when I've seen them, I'm very much like, you pick the crystal up, you feel it, and you know that it's when it's meant for you. And I've never had that feeling. And yeah, she handed me this crystal and I put it in my hand, and it'd been in a bag, so I know it wasn't warm. But I literally, she put it in my hand, and it honestly felt like it had been warmed, this crystal. And it's been pretty chilly today. Like, I've had my hoodie on all day, and you know, she had a hoodie on towards the tail end of the evening. So yeah, it was a bit chilly, and I was like, oh no, this crystal is perfect. So I need to find the perfect spot for it and make sure that it has a prime place. So yeah, that was just amazing. Yeah, it's been an overall pretty epic day. But like I said, I was hoping to like have us stay in, and we could have kind of done some bits tomorrow and hopefully gone out in the car and stuff. But I honestly, like, I'm gonna get. I know I've said before, there's been days when I've just thought, oh, I'm gonna skip doing my journal, but this is probably the first day where I genuinely could have just skipped it completely, and just crawled into bed. But I cannot break my streak. And I said this to her. I was like, she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I said, I'm just going to get home and get into bed. And I was like, well, maybe I'll do my journal. She's like, no, do your journal. Don't break your streak. And I was just like, shit, now I've got to do it. But yeah, I'm pretty zonked. So let's try and keep this quick so it uploads quickly. I've realised, I mentioned this before when I got my own Wi-Fi, that I thought things would upload quicker. I haven't noticed a huge massive difference. So I think maybe it's the servers, because everything else works really quick. Like my Instagram on is really quick, like watching things load and stuff. But I think the upload on YouTube is not determinable on my Wi-Fi, because there are sometimes I'll set it uploading and I will go and grab a drink and come back whilst I type up all the bits and bobs to go with it. And some days it's like at 50% and some days it's at like 2%. So I think it is dependent on what YouTube is doing. So yeah, that was a little bit of a anticlimax with the Wi-Fi, but you know, but I've got it for everything else, so that's great. Let's have a look. So I am going to use what quote? What quote? I don't think I have screenshot anything today, because I got up, got dressed, got showered, got dressed, went out, and I've just got home, and I haven't been on my phone, but because I've not needed it. So I am going to, let's see what Instagram has got for me today. No, because I don't raise, it says about raising voices. I don't raise voices. Yes. Or do I want to use that one? No, I don't want to use that one. Oh my god. Why is nothing coming up? I did have a massive cull on my face, on my I keep saying Facebook, on my Instagram again, and I've gone down another 100 accounts that I'm following, and another 30, got rid of another 30 followers. So I'm trying to like weed out accounts that I don't really have an interest in seeing. Do you know what? I'm just going to do this one because it was the first one that kind of made me go, yeah, that's cool. So, and I suppose it was a bit tough today, because I really wanted my friend to stay and to, you know, show around again tomorrow and stuff, but I just couldn't. And it was so tough because she was like, so do you want me to stay or do you want me to go? And I think she knew, like, from my reaction, but I was just like, yeah, sure, you can stay. And she was just like, I don't think you, tell me how you really feel. And I was like, I don't want to let you down. I don't want to upset you, because I'd said come and stay and you've come all this way and now. And she's like, just tell me what you want. And I was like, I just don't feel up to it. Like, I'm exhausted. I've had some emotions come up today that I wasn't expecting. I've had the emotional highs and lows of Thursday, Friday, and then obviously today. I said, and I just feel I haven't eaten really properly for the last couple of days. I said, and we've just had a really beautiful meal, but it was massive. And I just feel a little bit heavy, a little bit tired. My head feels a little bit fuzzy, and I can feel myself kind of getting into one of my, like, when my body has gone through like some highs and lows, I can feel my body kind of like, ugh. And she was like, it's cool. And I was like, oh. And then I started crying because she was so amazing about it. And she was like, you have to just start saying what you want. And I'm like, I know, but I said you could do this. And she's like, you're allowed to change your mind. And I was like, oh. And I just couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, she was amazing. So this is kind of something same but different. So this is normalize apologizing after you were wrong, instead of being defensive and disrespectful because you were embarrassed. That's along the same lines of speaking up, speaking and being honest about how you feel. Like, not like I wouldn't say I was embarrassed about saying that I just wanted to come home and just be on my own. It wasn't embarrassment, but it was like, I was almost like, well, I've said I'm going to do this, so I almost need to do it. And it's the same thing. It's like I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to say it. But she was like, I respect you more for saying it. And that's the same thing. Like, if you're embarrassed because you've done something wrong, just say, just talk about it. Like, just say, look, I'm embarrassed because I was wrong. Like that, just, I'm learning. I've never had a voice, and I'm learning to have a voice now, and it's quite intense. It's goes from extreme intense to extremely vulnerable to very confused to very unsure to like, I don't want to hurt anyone, but then in not hurting others, I'm hurting myself. Like, it's I'm learning so much at the moment. And this today, like, I messaged her after she left and basically said, I don't think you realise. Oh no, I've just lost that quote. Oh shit. I didn't screenshot it. I think I know who it was. I'm not going to touch my phone again, and I hope I can find it. I think I know who the guy's account was. Fuck. Oh god. Fuck. Hate that when you see something and then you accidentally hit refresh and you're like, well, that's gone forever. But I think I know who it was, and I think I've just remembered their name, so I'm going to search quickly to see if I can find it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Yes. Success. Thank God it wasn't a sponsored one that I post that I like, and it was someone who I always look who's wrote the post before I actually like choose it. Oh, thank God for that. What was I saying? Yes, I sent her a message that I don't think you realise that how hard it was to say what I meant today. I said, so thank you for not only it being an amazing day, but thank you for helping me heal again and learning about myself. Like, that is irreplaceable. So I'm just patiently waiting for her to get home. Her train left at 6:45 ish. Takes an hour and a half. 6:45 to 7:45. 8:15, so she's probably off the train, but she does also have a bus to get, so she should hopefully be home within the next hour. I will at that point be hopefully all uploaded, all done, dusted, and I can switch all electronics off and get into bed, because like I said, I am feeling totally full of happiness, but absolutely exhausted. I'm shattered. I'm absolutely shattered. And not just mentally, but I can feel it in my body. So that's how I know. I'm just like, I've got a little bit of a fuzzy head. I've got a little bit of an upset stomach coming. Yeah, I can feel my body. I feel a bit achy. Although I did check today, and I have walked. We did some walking today. 23,806 steps, which is equivalent to 9.39 miles today. Check that out. Fantastic. Happy, chuffed to bits with that. So we've done quite a bit of walking. So my learning today has got to be the conversation that I had with my friend sat on that bench when she kind of helped me understand that when I ask someone to do something and they say yes, but then they maybe say, oh, I've changed my mind, can we do this? I have so much respect that they can say that to me. Like, it means that they trust me. It means that they value me. It means that they feel comfortable enough to ask me that. And I love that to bits. And she was like, but why can't you do that with others? And I was just like, shit. I'm denying other people, the opportunity to feel how I feel when other people do it to me. And it's weird because I'd never looked at it like that. I'd always looked at it as I'm letting them down. But actually, when someone changes their plans with me and they do it respectfully, I have so much respect for them. I'm like, yeah, good on you for standing up and telling me how you feel, telling me what you've changed your mind. Like, I love that you're comfortable enough to do that. And she's like, you need to do that to other people. You need to give other people the opportunity to have that trust built for you. And I was like, shit, I'd never seen it like that. So that's my learning, is that I'm very much a preach, you give what you get type, you know, do unto others as you wish to be done by type of thing. And if I'm not being the person that I want other people to be to me, then that disharmony is gonna, that lack of balance in an equality, in that I am as respectful to them in being true to myself and what I want, and allowing them to do the same to me. If I'm not doing that, that's not fair. Like, I need to give them the opportunity as well to have that same feeling of, oh, I really respect you for saying that to me and being honest with me. Like, I'm denying them that opportunity. So although in my mind it feels like I'm being selfish, it's not. You're denying that other person feeling the respect that you feel when someone does it to you. You're denying them that opportunity. So when you change your mind, or you feel like you don't want to do something, or you feel like you do want to do something, you did that recently with your best friend Hinton. You messaged him and said, look, I know you've got the gym, but I really need to see you. As I have never asked this of you, and I will probably hope to never ask you of this again, but can you please, can you skip the gym tonight and see me earlier? Like, I really need to see you. And he was like, sure. And I was like, what the fuck? This is not normally how it goes. But I have to remember, those are people that are meant to be in my life. I think the problem is, when I've attempted to do this previously, those people that have kicked up a fuss, or got upset, or got frustrated, or been angry with me, or all those things, those weren't my people. Because if they'd have done it to me, I'd have been respectful and gone, I respect you for being honest with me. And I love the fact that you can be honest with me and tell me how you truly feel. Because I don't want you to do anything that you don't want to do, or that you don't feel like doing. I want you to be honest with me and say, I love you to bits, but I just want to go home. Or, I've changed my mind, I don't want to meet on Saturday, I'm too tired, I'm exhausted. Like, I get it. I truly, truly get it. And this has been a massive learning curve for me. So, yes, huge day, huge leap in so many things. I am happy that do you know what? I'm happy that I've got nothing to do tomorrow. All I've got to do is go out and start Emmy and just let her tick over for 20 minutes. I'm probably going to try and get my journal done in the car tomorrow, like I said. And I'm happy that I've just got a day to recharge, because I've got a whole week at work. Finishing a bit early on Friday, just because I need to get to Portshead. But then, yeah, it's a full week at work. And for the last 2 weeks, I've had Thursday off. So I'm glad I've got Sunday to just have a bit of a recharge. Apparently, I just spoke to my neighbour. We have got apparently some pretty severe weather coming in tomorrow. I haven't seen anything. There's no weather warnings. Let's have a look. No, there's no weather warnings, nothing. Well, we shall see. It looks like, oh, yeah. Okay. It looks like from 3 a.m. until maybe 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Lots and lots and lots and lots of rain. Great. They said we had gale force winds coming in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So this is the front that they're talking about that's coming in. Oh shit, yeah. Oh, it looks like it's passed by 1 o'clock. Oh, that's some really strong winds. Okay, everything's all battened down out the back now anyway, after the last little storm we had. Okay, so my happiness is that tomorrow my friend's just lent me her book. Tomorrow sounds like it's going to be the perfect duvet day to spend just reading my book and doing absolutely nothing. Bliss. I cannot wait. My gratitude has to be I'm grateful for my home, for where I currently live in Bristol. Like there were a few moments today where I stopped to Krista and said, I forgot how amazing Bristol is. Like when we were stood on the roof at Emshed looking out over the harbour and stuff, and I was like, I forgot how pretty awesome this place is that I live. Like I knew when I moved back to Bristol it was for a reason. But yeah, I'm so grateful that there are so many pockets of fun and exciting and interesting things to do in Bristol. Like we went in some cool little shops, although I went in a record shop to look for something, a gift for someone. And I asked them if they do, it's a record shop full of vinyl. That's it. And I was like, where's your record bags? And they were like, sorry, what? And I was like, your record bags? Oh, we've got some tote bags. And I'm like, you sell vinyl, you don't sell record bags. And they were like, no. I could not believe that. I'm like, that's like trying to carry a cream cake home in a carrier bag. What? How can you sell vinyl and not have record bags? My mind was blown. I was like, who carries a record bag, a record of a vinyl in a tote bag, a material tote bag? Oh, the vinyl snob in me came out when I was in there. I was like, okay, thank you. So yeah, I've seen the record bag that I want online. I think I'm just going to have to buy that. I just popped in this shop because it is a kind of like real, almost quite funky shop, and I was like, oh, might find something in there a little bit more kind of like funky, but didn't come across anything. So I think what I'm going to do is stick to my original idea and buy the one that I've seen. And yeah, so that was just a little side quest of something about Bristol, that record shops don't sell record bags. But anyway, yeah, I'm grateful that I live in a place that is pretty awesome. Bristol's pretty awesome. It feels like home now, but I still don't feel like I found my home. I think I'm going to find that out on the road somewhere. So I am grateful that this moment in time, this pocket in time, that Bristol is my home. I am grateful for all the people that encompass Bristol, although I did hear a few horrible things said today that made me question things. I saw some guy throw himself in the fountain because his mates bet him £32 to. There's been some, this is what I love about Bristol. There's just been like we walked through the little market that was cool. It's been a pretty awesome day, but I'm pooped, so I'm gonna go. Stacey, I cannot believe that you were able to, it took a lot. Like it took about half an hour for you to, because she was like, I'm not going to make this easy for you. I know you need to say what you want. And I was like, oh, I don't want to, let me think about it. And she's like, I was like, you know what I want. Like, can't you just say it? And she's like, no, you need to say it. And old you would have been, oh, sure, yeah, go on, come back. And you would have put on a front, and you would have mustered up the energy from somewhere, and you would have been the amazing host you are, and you would have like fought through the bellyache and the headache and the fuzziness, and you would have made sure that she had somewhere safe to sleep and somewhere warm, and you would have like done everything tomorrow, and you would have enjoyed it. Like, don't get yourself wrong. Like, you would have not put the effort in because you didn't want to. You'd have put the effort in just because your physical and mental body is drained and it just needs a recharge. But I'm so proud of you for, I mean, she did help, but I'm proud of you for actually saying, please, I just need to go home and just get into bed and just switch off. And she was like, that wasn't very hard, was it? And I was like, that was the hardest thing I've had to say. And she couldn't believe it. She was like, why? She's like, I don't care. Like, can you not understand that I don't, like, just, I'd rather you be honest and tell me how you feel. And you did it. You did it. And I'm proud of you for that. Let that be the first lesson in many, that you have to start being your true, authentic self. You are allowed to, as she said, you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to say yes. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to do what you want to do. You don't have to answer to anyone. If something changes, it changes. That's it. I did say to her, I hope that on the same flip, that if I'd said to her, I'm really not up to it, if she genuinely didn't want to travel because it was getting quite late in the evening, I said, I truly hope you would say, it is a bit late to be making this decision. Can I just stop the night, or do you know anywhere where I can stay? And she was like, yeah, of course I would. And I was like, okay. And she was like, but you shouldn't be worrying about that. You should just be worrying about what you want. And I'm like, but I do worry about that. I do want to make sure that, you know, if you genuinely don't want to travel, that you would say that and blah. And she's like, of course I will. And she's like, and you need to trust me that I will. She said, that's how you build trust. And I was like, I've never seen it like this before. I've never had this before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm such a rookie in this thing. But you did it. Now get your video uploaded. Get in your jams. Brush your hair, wash your face. You got some juice at the shop on the way past. Get yourself a little glass of juice. Get into bed. Get your new book. And just chill out for the rest of the evening. You don't have to set your alarm tomorrow. Just sleep until you can. Put your blackout blinds done. Your legs are completely cool. So you're going to keep the second skin on probably till Monday, Tuesday, like 3 to 4 days. It says 3, 4 days. So you shouldn't have any issues with them. They should be fine for you to sleep on. So they hopefully won't keep you up like they did on Thursday and last night. I don't know whether all that walking has cooled them down. But there's no temperature coming off them at all. So yeah, get yourself some sleep, get yourself some rest, recharge, revamp. I love you. I'm so proud of you. You did something today that be proud of. You're learning to what it is to love and honor yourself and respect yourself. And if you'd have said, I can't, I need to have a little bit of mental downtime. If their reaction had been, well, fuck you, I've come all this way, blah, 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 then they're not meant to be in your life, because your true friends will say and do exactly what she did, which was, it's absolutely fine. And I was like, and then I started to feel guilt, and she's like, no, stop. Don't dwell on it. That's it. And I'm not. and this is the thing, I'm not dwelling on making the decision. I want to spend some time honouring the fact that I made a decision for the first time, saying and being honest and kind of looking outside of, because in my mind I was like, oh my God, she's travelled all this way and she's got to travel all the way back, blah blah. And I'm like, Stace, I've done that. I even gave them an example of when I travelled all the way somewhere and I got there, and then I ended up spending 2 hours wandering around waiting for the person, and then when I got picked up by the person, they were just like, oh yeah, there's been a change of plans, we're not doing that. And I'm like, you could have told me before I spent 2 hours on a coach and 2 hours walking around. I'd have just not bothered leaving Bristol. Like, it would have been nice if you could have told me. And that's basically what I've done today, is I've told her, and I've trusted her enough to kind of like say, that's cool. So I love that you did that. I'm so proud of you, you big girl. But yeah, so get yourself off, chill, get this uploaded. I love you, I'm proud of you. Have a nice evening, what's left of it. Sleep well, drink some water. You haven't drunk any water at all today. You've had one drink, but yeah, that's it, one drink all day. So get yourself some water. You had a coffee, the most amazing chai apple drink. Oh, it was like Christmas. I don't do Christmas, but I love Christmas flavors like cinnamon and hot chai apples, and oh, it was beautiful. But that's all you've had to drink today. So get yourself some water, get yourself some of your squash, get into bed, chill, get your book, wait for your mate to text, and I love you. We'll sort out Emmy in the morning. You need to get some Gorilla Glue, fix the light. You've got everything put by the door ready. Job done. I love you. Get out of here or get over there. One of the two. I love you. I'm proud of you. You're the best. And stay cookie.